Hey guys, this is my night video for Wednesday, September 19th. Um, I know what I want to talk about, but I'm hesitant because maybe I'm different than some folks, but everyone, I guess, wants to help, and I guess they take everything I say maybe too literal. I'm not sure if that's what I mean, but my point is this: I I had a really rough day today. Physically, I pushed myself more than I have. It's still about an hour of daylight left out here, and I made it to the Loves, and I kept pushing myself, wanting to get as far ahead as I could. The thinking being, if I could get a little bit ahead of myself, um, then if there's a day I can't do 35 miles, I'll be able to survive it and still make my um, arrival date in Santa Monica Pier. But I try to be real and tell you guys how I feel. I'm not real good at playing pretend and telling you that everything is great if it's not, or hyping up the other way either. So what I can tell you is I haven't hurt like this since my first week. Everything. I got body parts hurting that I didn't even know could hurt. So I'm pretty beat up right now. But the good news, there is good news, so I'm not trying to be a downer. The good news is that I'm going to get up bright and early. These service roads that run along Route 40, I probably walked along one today for 12 miles and saw 3 cars. One was a postal truck and 2 were people that were doing highway maintenance. There's just nobody. But the good news about that is that I can hit the road and not be on the major highway in the dark in the morning, because the sun doesn't rise here until about 7 a.m. So the good news is when I wake up after not a lot of sleep, I can stop by the Loves where I'm sitting right now, grab all my waters, which I went through 3 liters of water in a Gatorade today. Anyway, so I can do that, load up, and then get out of here in the dark along the service roads and start heading towards the Amarillo KOA, Campground of America, where I'll be spending tomorrow. Now the challenge for tonight is, this is one of those dilemmas that I've got, and I'm not asking anybody for anything. I'm just kind of, I talk with my hands a lot, I'm sorry. Just kind of, and I have a thing to prop this up, but I'm holding it in my hand. Anyway, tonight's one of those nights where I kind of got a dilemma trying to figure things out. So, last night, I don't know how many people know or don't know, but I didn't sleep inside last night. I slept outside. The new sleeping bag that I have, while it's very convenient to carry, is very thin, and I got some sleep. I'm not complaining about that, but sleeping on a hard ground, the hard Texas ground, isn't the most comfortable thing in the world. But the other challenge is that I did not get a chance to shower this morning like I normally do. So I got up, and that's really, quite frankly, the reason why I pushed getting this far. The town I was in didn't have one of these pilots with the shower facility, and the folks back there said if I can get them up another 15, 16 miles ahead, I could get to a place where there would be a shower facility at this Love's truck stop. But guess what's not here at the Love truck stop is a shower facility. So there's a couple motels across the highway, probably about a mile or so walk, which doesn't sound like much normally, but I'm so beat I want someone to carry me right now. I'm not sure anybody over here would volunteer if I asked them. But the challenge is I don't have a lot of money, and I can do it. So this is one of those quandaries. I'm about to show you how disgusting a human being I can be. Is I could spend another night outside, leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning, and make it to the KOA hopefully by like midday, and then shower then, and save myself the 60, 70, 60, 65 bucks, whatever it's going to cost for the motel. But I know all of you right now are holding your nose and going, that's really disgusting, Jim. And I'm sure most of you are going, good God, get a shower, I'll get you the dang hotel room. But I've had too much of that already, of you guys doing that for me. So if I choose to do that, which I'm probably going to do, I'll take care of it myself. You guys have been very kind and gracious to me. I got a little bit left, and I'll be able to use it on that. And I'm probably only doing that out of peer pressure because I'll probably be disgusted enough to save the money and just get to the campground tomorrow. Anyway, so that's a little bit about where I'm at now, mentally and physically. I will say this: I got a few questions earlier in the week, or one of maybe my last live stream. Somebody said, how do I get myself through the days like this? What are the kind of things I think about? That was a good. I got other questions today too, like when's my next Nair episode and some other things that I'll just let go for now. But today, I can tell you, the last 6 miles were really, really hard, physically and mentally. And I've tried to focus on a couple things, but one was I remember my journey friend and now life friend, Eric in Tulsa, who has his mantra that says, "I will not sink." Loves sailing, and he's still battling cancer as he has some on his lung, and just hope it doesn't grow. So I thought about him a lot, and then I also thought about my little friend Jet Smith, who I'm wearing his bracelets. Just an update on the bracelets, guys. So I'm down to just a few. So I've got 2 from Jet. They're inside out with 2 different phrases. I got 1 from Papa Joe, set of beads. 1 I left at the Oklahoma City Memorial. I got 1 from the young ladies at the Blue Whale, the Blue Whale in Catoosa. I got my son's watch still, and I've got Emma Rice gave me 3. I still have the other 2. Of course, they're not on my wrist anymore because they're broken and they're in my bag. So luckily I have a glow-in-the-dark one, so it kind of shines the light as I'm going. So anyway, that's just a little bit of heads up as to kind of my mindset. But then, so that's kind of, again, not to be a downer and have you guys say, hey, you can do it. You don't need to send me emails pumping me up. Like I said, the good news is that I rebound physically pretty good, and I will be in Amarillo tomorrow, and it's not a 35-mile walk because I pushed myself so far today. It's going to be a lot. I got somebody behind me here. Hi, man. That's right. I've got a lesser walk than that, and like I said, if I do about 3 miles an hour, I do a little bit more than that. But if I can do 3 miles an hour from between 4 and 8, let's say, I'm more than halfway there by 8 a.m., so that's a pretty good deal for me. And then I got further good news. As I sat here at Love's and got my bag charged, my phone's charged, and got my bag together, there's been a few people on the journey that have really been instrumental in helping and reaching out and have enjoyed doing it. Steve Rizza, the original navigator, he's helped me along the way. And then Scott Redding in Ohio picked up, and he's helped me along the way and created our group website for everybody to share on. And then in Basta Springs, I actually haven't met her. I met her husband, but I met Danae. And Danae is a big believer in what I'm doing and supporting Point the Thumb. And she reaches out to me on an almost daily basis with something profound and spiritual to share with me. And today, while I was walking, I had an idea, and I said, "Hey, Danae, you know what? I got a challenge for you. If you're up for it, I don't know what your time allows." And she said, "Shoot." So I said, "We really haven't gone after radio stations. A lot of the local smaller towns, they just syndicate their shows. They don't have live DJs. But Amarillo is a pretty big town. So I said, do you want to try and approach any radio stations and see what happens?" So she said, "Yeah, I'd love to do that." So she eagerly blasted out a bunch of emails to some radio stations, country, Christian, talk radio, and she kept coming back and says, they read the message, haven't heard anything. One gave a canned, hey, wish him luck kind of thing for us. But no real bites, and I think I can almost sense that she got a little bit disappointed, kind of the same way I've been disappointed in the past. Well, Danae, guess what? When I sat down here, the news radio station in Amarillo shot me an email and said they'd like to speak with me and share the story of the journey. So I left a voicemail back, but I have the number. I'll be calling in the morning, and maybe something good came of it after all. And maybe we'll get a little publicity. And Danae, I thank you so much for that. I thank everybody that's helped out along the way. But Eric's, how about all the Smiths, right? Eric Smith in Tulsa, Jed Smith in Chelsea. Helped Jim Smith get through those last 5 or 6 miles, really thinking about what they're going through and what they've been through. And of course, Papa Joe caught a possum, and we were wondering how he was going to prepare that, but he said he had to let it go. He couldn't eat this one, I guess. So that's a little bit about today, guys, and tonight. I'll keep you updated tomorrow. Just getting myself worked up a little bit so I can head over to the motel and get myself a room and shower, because I know it really is pretty gross to think I'd go 2.5 days without a shower. So that would be very good for the book at all, to tell that story. So I love you all. Sorry if I sound down. I'm not. I'll be fine. You don't have to send me or think that. I'm just trying to be real with you guys. I'm just trying to tell you, how I'm feeling out here. Today was a rough one, but like I said, no big deal. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna grab a mattress tonight, and I'll be good to go after I get my 4 or 5 hours sleep, and I'll be on the road in the morning. So stay tuned then. Woo-wee, excuse me. And heading towards the Amarillo KOA tomorrow morning, and we'll go from there. Love you guys. Thank you for following. Kira, Lan, and Grace, I didn't speak to you guys yet tonight, so I'll be speaking to you soon. But hope I had a great day, guys. Love you all. Take care.